Simpson. And Japan have gone absolutely without lead. This is Whitmore. Paul and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast, the show where we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. I am Benton, along with the family. Engineer George. How are you doing, family? Junior, how are you doing?
I'm good. I cannot complain at all. I am good. Well, hey, Ball Chatter, step up in a life.
You can't complain, Junior. And I encourage you to bring the complaint. We have a jam-packed show today, lined up as usual. But you don't know, complaining is good for the soul. We get certain things off our chest.
Well, you will not get me to speak out of turn or complain about Manchester United at all. That's not happening. You don't make you do that right now.
Football family, welcome to this week's episode of the show where we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. We want a big up thank to all the listeners, all the subscribers. Thank you as always for stopping by for this content. This is a football-friendly show. All views welcome. So even Manchester United fans in this misery are welcome for this therapy session. Ruben Amorim says that, this is why I'm 40 years old coaching Man United. In response to the naive label that Wayne Rooney, we'll discuss FA Cup action. Junior, do you think Ruben Amorim is naive based on the comment about EPL title? According to as described by Wayne Rooney. We just want to get that off the top of the
naive how though? Like what exactly did Rooney say?
He said, and I'm trying to paraphrase here, in response to what Amorim said about winning the EPL, the ultimate objective is to win the EPL, and Rooney said yes. I mean, he says he's the guy to do work, there'll be changes, blah, 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 but he thinks it's a bit naive, or call him naive. That's the paraphrase.
So Rooney doesn't expect the coach to think that winning the title is possible. Cause what is naive about the statement? I think that we've entered into a world where, and I'm going to be like that for Jamaican Women's Premier League. I'll be like that for certain teams.
Too early. Jamaican Premier League, Women's Premier League just start. You can't, no. We won't have that today, brother. You will not be lighting any fire on Christina Hudson and the Jamaican Women's Premier League today. By the way, Christina Hudson, if you listen to Ball Chat, reply to the email.
But that is the point, though. The point is, at this point, whatever Ruben says, you're going to have a bunch of, especially English people, that have something to say that negative towards it. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, to be honest. Is he naive? I don't think so. I think Ruben got a blank check, and he is cashing that blank check. And what I mean by that is, he is steadfast in his formation, steadfast in the way that he wants to play. He knows he's not getting fired. And he knows if he gets fired between now and the end of the season, that's a blessing. So he's going to play his way. And the players that will sink or swim. And that's what we're seeing right now. So.
All right, fair enough. So on today's show, big up to the family, big up to Dalton Stewart, big up Send On Your Ballers and Bugs. Today's show is another jam-packed show. We have FA Cup action. We'll take a look at the FA Cup 5th round. And also take a look at the week that was in the English Premier League. We had some English Premier League action in the middle of the week. We'll get the family's thoughts on those games. We'll preview Champions League games coming up in the middle of the week. Champions League round of 16, big champion football matches coming up in the middle of the week. Wednesday and Tuesday, to be exact. We don't worry about Conference League or Europa League. How foolish is that? We'll discuss La Liga as Real Madrid dropped another 3 points. And, there is a world where Anthony is being called the GOAT. Big up to all Betis fans and Betis. It's Wagwan. Anthony is being labeled as the GOAT over at Betis. Junior, Wagwan. Anthony, formerly of Manchester United.
What the hell you ask me that for? Ask you are your La Liga fanboys. Because somebody that couldn't peel orange in the English Premier League is now the GOAT in La Liga. I know why you're not from the La Liga fans. I know why you're not about the La Liga is this in the world or blah blah blah. But I want to hear it. Big up Dalta, big up Errol. Errol said staying home from a U12 tournament to watch this crap. Liverpool for life.
Liverpool for life. Big up to the family. We'll also wrap up with Yawd Ballers, and then we'll dedicate a specific segment where Yawd Ballers will focus on Jamaican Women's Premier League opening weekend and Jamaican football in general. We have a special segment of Ball Chat lineup today where we'll focus on the Manning School, the oldest continuously open institution in Jamaica, founded in 1738. A friendly charity match coming up this weekend, or next weekend to be exact.
The
21st.
The 21st, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weekends ago. Yeah, my days are running out. But we have a special...
Go ahead.
We have a special guest joining us at about 6 p.m. to discuss the upcoming event and what we can do as a family to help spread the word. And walk with a buckle of a case of water and etc. or donate some funds to the organizers because it's a very, very important event. So we'll discuss the upcoming event on March 21st at the Manning School. Life without learning is death. My alma mater. Junior, you were saying?
Yeah, and big up Dalton. Dalton was off the member Irvina English passing. That was 5 years ago, right?
What? Ball Chat, we have to remember Irvina, yes.
Yeah, that's it. It's the
I actually don't.
It's 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
I'm pretty sure it was 2020. It was shot. Was it?
Time fly, yo.
Is it? Was it this? Is it today?
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up, Dalton. Dalton, you throw back. I could have sworn that was like 5 years ago. The reason why is because we were talking about my brother was talking about Irvino recently. Yeah. That's how I know it's 5 years ago. Or about 5 years ago. But yeah, and I think it's around this time. But we'll talk about that. But set to the clock, because one thing we realize Ball Chat have two segments. This is the first part. Very, very everybody engaged. And everybody engaged again towards the end, towards the Yawd Ballers. Set to the clock, 6 o'clock, is a very special conversation. Want to tune in and listen. Listen to the conversation, and when we're opening the eyes. But better use a Manning's man, so we know you're gonna be proud.
We don't like how the statement the sound. A Manning's man. I attended the Manning School. What about Manning's man? Big up to the family. Big up to all the blue bloods wherever you're there across the earth. If you know a blue blood, tell them to chime in. We're going to discuss a Manning School, the Manning School. Very, very prestigious institution. But also centrally focused on football. Sean will join us later on in the show. Come on out the road, a ref a tournament. What good? Come on, big up yourself. Big up yourself.
And Dalton said, Ballers is Liverpool, Real Betis are Welbeck. Big up, come on.
And, it's a strange week when Real Betis made Ball Chat Baller of the Week. Strange things are happening.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
Strange things. We kick off today's show with FA Cup action. Manchester United fell to Fulham 4-3 in the late game. Junior, just get your 2 cents in. United fans it's the weekly roller coaster. Well, it's not even roller coaster. It's another week down. Junior, your thoughts on this game? 4-3 on penalty. And big up to Xerxes, you know, and Lindelof. But I think Xerxes was just on his knees and man in a pain after missing that PK. Big up you. Big up, big up.
And you know, he shows, wait, what me I see them talk about Irvino English? No, it's at 20, yeah. But why is it 2025 then post this on Sportsmax? I don't know. But yeah, real quick, it's par for the course. Fulham is a better side than Manu right now. I mean, Manu was already a bug side without all of the injuries. And now with all these injuries, they're just not good enough. And we saw that today. I think Xerxes, though, I came on this show and I berated Xerxes the day when he cried and walked off the field and walked down the tunnel. And ever since then, the man have grown some balls. Ever since then, he has grown some kahunas. And he's one person that is benefiting from Manu being a bug side. Because he's now being forced to mature in front of our eyes. And I love that. For the game, though, Manu had a chance that could have won. Chobi, Obi, whatever him want name, look good in parts. I think he should start over Rasmus. But hats off to Fulham. They created chances as well. To me, it was the commentators, they make it sound like it's the worst football game ever. But to me, it was just an even game. And Fulham just had more in the tank and they won in penalties. That's all.
And Dalton said it was 5 years ago that Irvino passed away.
Yeah. Because I one day was talking to somebody, but I see a report here where GFF expresses regret over killing of Irvino English, and this was posted.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Jab.
GFF.
And rest well in power, Irvino. Rest in power. Drop that link so we can pull it up. Because regarding, is this a latest?
No, this is from 2020.
Okay. It was just a regret. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But 5 years he was shot.
Yeah.
Shot and killed. And anybody who ever saw Irvino English play football, Irvino English was a baller.
Yeah, the family of Irvino English, the friends of Irvino English, today's a rough day, and it's just one of those reminders that your ball, your talent, sometimes you can't escape the other things that sometimes are you try to escape it, and it's just Jaja.
Yeah, and he was an assistant coach at Wolmer's at the time when he died, and
rest in power, Irvino. Rest in power. Respect Dalton for reminding us of saluting the general, the man Irvino English. Manchester United, you were saying, Junior, regarding to man was a general. It was
par for the course.
Absolute general, yeah.
Yeah, Irvino, yeah. But in the midweek, Manu came back from being down 10 men and had such a high, right? And then just forward back this weekend and just drop. But that's what's going to happen until the man get his side together. That's what's going to happen. So right now, Manu not playing in Europe next year. That's
a big money thing, right?
Right. And that now is the concern. But
that's the financial. All I have to say about this game and Manchester United is it is what it is. I mean, I know that's not high level analysis that football fans want to hear, or football fans want to hear. But what do you expect? It's this team has been bad. It's been piss poor, and I mean you can't really. There's no more fun just kicking Junior and Manchester United while they're down. There's no more fun. The fun has been played out. Liverpool fans might say otherwise, but there's no more fun because they are just piss poor.
No, but Liverpool, look, Liverpool fans are they're on the big side.
Tread carefully because I make some arguments Just don't say nothing about nobody. Cause I see I make arguments at Arsenal fans. I see I joke at Chelsea people. Just easy.
Hell
Do
no.
not, because if you wake up in people, I agree with them for burn your place.
Let me tell you something, Benton. Let me tell you something. You see me, I'm fortunate, are unfortunate enough to support a team for a very long time that was so used to winning. You see this feeling that this new feeling of true despair, right? A current despair. And it's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm looking towards the end of the tunnel and looking to the future and looking at Chobi, I'm looking at Xerxes and see potential. I'm looking at Casemiro and can't wait for Casemiro for leave. I can't wait for that. That's a new feeling for us Manchester United fans. Before there was this false hope for the last 10 years that we can put it back together and win back. No, we're not winning. So it is a different feeling being a mid-table team, supporting a mid-table team and looking up at the big boys and hoping every week, not expecting to win, but hoping that this week you can put it together. The Arsenal fans, them, that the limbo feeling we're only in, and it is sit on and like, oh my God, I gotta laugh at my new fans now. Like, dude, we were way ahead of Uno, fell way behind Uno, and I guarantee we are going to pass you back.
Okay.
So,
right.
I mean, damn.
You were going quite well until you decide to deviate from. Hey, yo, no shame enough, but I will say this. So there's a generation of Man United, their children who were born in 2013, whose parents are Manchester United fans, who have grown up, they're now 12 years old. And they recognize that their Manchester United legend is probably Bruno Fernandes. Who is their legend, Junior?
You do realize though that there are grandchildren who hear their grandparents talking about the Invincibles, and those grandchildren are looking and thinking about Nicolas Pepe and saying, was Nicolas Pepe part of the Invincibles?
Okay, fair enough.
Was Christian Bentner?
But again, we don't want continue FA Cup roundup because Dalton has his bugs running in family. Ballers and bugs. We want to highlight any players, the impressive players of the week and the unimpressive players of the week. But big takeaway from these FA Cup games for you this weekend and the next round, family. And any bugs that you want to highlight, our ballers.
Can't wait for Aston Villa play Man City and hopefully it's in the finals. That's my takeaway.
That's your takeaway. I will say, you see this youth here, Mateus Cunha, that Dalton gave a bug. You know what? You see this youth here? I can see why he's stuck at Wolves, and he'll probably just decrease in his money because the youth is a baller, but he's also just let me not say a 9. He just takes it a little bit too far at times. And remember, there was a Premier League game where he pushed off the face or Chuck put his hands in the face or hand in the face of the opponent's coaching staff or something to that effect. Mateus Cunha's a big man now, you know. A big man, you know. And if got out the pitney foolishness, you know. I mean, I don't know if I eat too much pepper or whatever. It's just him spike. It's just, come on. And he is so integral to whatever Wolves is doing. And I thought that red card, Regin, just, but Bournemouth won the game on PK. Let's see how long Mateus Cunha will be out for. And impact on their Premier League life.
Well, I think he's already looking to the next contract, but like you said though, his mentality, because he's such a hothead. He really reminds me of Richarlison. He has a Richarlison vibe to him where you give it that moment where you say, yo, and then just do something that you just make you scratch your head like, what the hell is wrong with this cat, man? And
yeah, it's like one of those ballers, like, he will show up today and it's like, yo, brother, I mean, it's just not, him not in it today and him just do some stupidness.
And Anthony Gardner also, Dalton gave Anthony Gardner a red card.
And Anthony Gardner, another one.
The most ill-timed red card he can have with the Cardova Cup final coming up. It's just...
And Anthony Gordon, another one. I mean, Brighton came from behind to win that football game after Isak scored early on. I thought Newcastle would be in line to win a trophy, and this was one that you could say probably because they're not going to win the other one. And they're in the EFL Cup final. They're not going to beat Liverpool. At least I think so. Junior, your thoughts on this Newcastle elimination by Brighton? Because at some point Eddie Howe have to win a trophy with this team.
At some point Eddie Howe have to influence the team to win a game that his influence is needed. I think that's where it comes up more, because Newcastle will beat the teams that they should beat, which tells me that the players are talented. But can you point to a moment for Newcastle where it was that coaching decision, that coaching master stroke that caused this win? And I think today, Eddie Howe was just simply outcoached.
To lose at home to Brighton.
Simply outcoached. I'm not care about the red card. You were just simply outcoached.
Other FA Cup results: Man City defeat Plymouth Argyle 3-1 as expected. Preston 3-0 over Burnley. Crystal Palace with a 3-1 victory over Millwall. Next round of matches, we have another game scheduled for tomorrow: Nottingham Forest versus Ipswich. Next round of matches: Preston versus Aston Villa, Bournemouth versus Man City. In the quarterfinals, Fulham versus Crystal Palace, and Brighton will play the winner of Nottingham Forest, Ipswich. And Junior, you said that you want to see Aston Villa versus Man City?
Yeah, so can they play in the finals? Or can they meet in the... They're aligned to play in the finals, right?
I am not sure. I have to go back and look at the bracket itself.
There might be another draw afterwards, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to look.
But I want to see Aston Villa Man City final. That's
you want to see Aston Villa versus Man City, and one of the family will highlight us. But yeah, that's it for the FA Cup. You know, the thing with the FA Cup is that so Man City versus Bournemouth on March 30th, and there's gonna be another round, another draw after this.
Yeah. And we all know they want, if you're not going to have a a Manchester derby, if you're not going to have a Man City versus Liverpool, Man City versus Aston Villa is just tailor-made. As long as they don't lose, I don't think they're going to pick them in the semi-finals. So yeah, it is. That's the finals we all want to see.
Big up to Preston North End. I mean, a team that continue to roll with the big boys, and if they can find a way around Aston Villa, I mean, the dream continues, because that's one of the biggest thing about FA Cup is the ability to shock and surprise the bigger teams and make a deep run. Maybe Preston North End and manager Craig and manager Paul Hickenbottom will shock Aston Villa Junior.
No. A big up Arlene. Arlene said, hello everyone, sending love from New Jersey. So big up to Arlene. Big
up family. All right, so that concludes our FA Cup roundup. Let's step over to the English Premier League midweek action, family, in the English Premier League. Liverpool, Junior, you earmarked those Liverpool game as a game that you felt like they were going to maybe drop the slope, aka stumble a bit, but Didn't happen, Judah. They defeated Newcastle 2-0. Liverpool continues to run. Man City 1-0 over Spurs. Chelsea fix up Southampton 4-0. Southampton is the worst promoted team in the English Premier League in recent memory. I want to say in the last decade. It's probably the worst promoted team in the last decade. And the points total probably will confirm that. I don't remember a team doing this bad after 20 games?
Well, yeah.
27 games.
I don't really do much time down in that part of the table to remember that far. So
well, you're gonna have to now, because Manchester United is not that far. You're gonna have to focus on that part of the table, sitting in fourth. But midweek results. Your thoughts on the midweek results in the English Premier League?
It wasn't that. I never said Liverpool was going to drop points. I said
my bad. My apologies.
The disrespect, or not disrespect, but to show how far Man City has fell, Liverpool played Man City last weekend with an eye on the Newcastle game, in my opinion. They took care of business early and was professional for the rest of the 90 minutes. And then they came out and took care of business against Newcastle. That to me is like the big eye opener. The other, it was not really an eye opener. It's just like, it's whatever at this point. Arsenal again failed to take care of their own business. At some point, Menton, we have to bring them to task. Now, Nottingham Forest, we can also say that Nottingham Forest also failed to take advantage of an opportunity as well at home. But if you were to put both teams up against each other and say who have more to gain in this game today, you would say it's Arsenal, because Arsenal is a legitimate contenders to Liverpool.
Why would you say it's Arsenal?
Because they are the legitimate contenders to Liverpool. If you put them team to team.
Wait, what define legitimate? What is legitimate contender in this league? Why is Arsenal a legitimate contender?
Until these Nottingham Forest players show that they can finish second in the league, I won't look at them as better than Arsenal.
All right, we need to correct something here now. Not because you play number 2 means that you are a contender.
Hey, yo.
Not because you're in the second spot means that you are a contender.
Exactly.
Contender is a team that is actually pushing up and competing for the number 1 spot.
All right,
some teams are satisfied with being in the number 2 spot, and Arsenal seems to be that team. Now, Arsenal fans can come at me all they want, but there's nothing about this team, personnel-wise, manager-wise, depth-wise, that says that this is a title-winning football team. Nothing.
I'd rather you say than me. I'd rather you say. Well said, sir. Well said.
No, but the Arsenal fan, I mean, and big up Heraldo. Heraldo might say otherwise, but big up to Countryman. Countryman has been saying it the last few years.
Yes.
And you know, so I think a part of your Manchester United supporter club, you just forward to troll Arsenal week in and week out. There's nothing to gain.
No, whoa. I was the one that was pulling for Arsenal the last.
I think you were trolling him when you did that.
No, I was being dead serious.
Okay.
I was dead serious. I really saw them as the next, and I still think they have the talent. They just don't have the coach. I don't believe in Arteta anymore. I believed in him at first. I don't believe in Arteta anymore.
And again, I want to reiterate, Arsenal does not have the talent to beat Liverpool. Arsenal is in second place because of Man City's mediocrity this year.
True.
Arsenal is dependent on Kai Havertz to lead the line, who has scored 9 goals. You cannot depend on him to be surgical or clinical in a dire moment if you need a goal. Arsenal is not a title contender. They need three more pieces to really can say, in my eyes, that there are 3 more good pieces to really can say there are a title contending football team.
I don't think so. I disagree.
A Premier League title contending football team.
This is the same team that we said last year had the best defense.
Yes.
The best centre-back pairing in the world. That hasn't changed.
That
what has changed is one, injuries caught up to them, and two is the lack of a personality, the lack of a persona, the lack of somebody that can show up and say, we're not losing this game today. That's not three pieces, that's one piece. And normally you have a coach who do that. Look at was it Nottingham Forest have my boy, they went named the striker.
yeah, Chris Wood.
Chris Wood, I have one name. That is not talent. That Chris does get up this year and automatically think that no, I am now the reincarnation of Oliver Bierhoff, which is actually a very good comparison in my opinion.
No, wait. Again, you can't insult Oliver Bierhoff and combine him with Chris Wood.
Exactly, but Chris Wood is performing like at Oliver Bierhoff's level this year.
But Chris Wood is performing above his level, not at Oliver Bierhoff level.
But that is the point. So why can't Arsenal get a Chris Wood? They don't need three players. So what made Chris Wood get up and feel like it want to throw rocks at the heaven? That's coaching, in my opinion. That's a team mentality. That's coaching. That is a team personality. Arsenal don't have that. It's a Liverpool. Me sitting down and watch a Liverpool versus Newcastle game, and I knew they weren't going to lose. We sit down and watch Liverpool play Man City last weekend, and we knew if Liverpool just keep their head on straight, they're not losing. You cannot say the same thing about Arsenal, who is supposed to be second in the league.
All right, fair enough. But here's the difference. Why Arsenal is not a title contending team, in my view. Liverpool has, pound for pound, the best footballer in the English Premier League. And pound for pound, top 3, top 5 footballer in the world. And that player makes a landscape of a difference. A huge difference in any front setup, in any team. Because you give him the ball, Mohamed Salah defenders are shake.
Right.
You have Luis Diaz and the other team who pound for pound, you tell Mohamed Salah said, okay, take the week off. You have Luis Diaz coming at you. You have Diego Jota, who pound for pound is one of the better clinical features in the Premier League. That's like three players. 3 players who you can say, yo, brother, we don't have to worry about scoring goals because one of these players will. You look at Arsenal. If you go get Chris Wood or get a striker, is one player. And then you worry about Xhaka maturing to be something better than himself. All right, the Federico Chiesa, I had a discussion, and we don't want to dive too far from it. I had a discussion with someone recently about this. Liverpool even went and got Federico Chiesa, even with the concern around injuries, but they know offensively how impactful Federico Chiesa is. But right. They also recognize that he not to come in this year and give us strength. If Arsenal had gone and gotten Federico Chiesa as a surplus player, as a baller to supplement what they have. Now granted, Federico Chiesa probably don't want to go there. But that shows intent. That shows like, look, we want to get offensive forces to make us as competitive and as goal scoring as Liverpool. No matter how defensive you want, great you want to be, you need to score goals. And Arsenal can't score goals for save them life consistently. That's true. So Man City Arsenal is in second because Man City is a bug side this year. It's a 2-horse race normally this is. The 2 big sides, Liverpool that keep up their end of the bargain and Man City they are kind of easy.
True. Big up positive vibrations, Ray. The man say, yo, you're low, go on, bless up. Dalton says, I said this all the time. The difference in Liverpool depth on the bench. I agree. You remember those couple of years when Liverpool was trying to catch up to City?
Yeah.
That's when this depth was being built. And now you see them paying off. That is paying off right now. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. I agree.
We clone Darwin Núñez all we want for missing sitters, right? But Darwin Núñez work when he plays, his connection and his link up play. Yo, Arsenal can use a man like Darwin Núñez just to connect and link up the wide players. Then he won't be as efficient as scoring. No, here you know, see, I wibble off your head and there was a play that I will never forget. Darwin Núñez made a pass from in his half, closer to his box, with his back to goal, splitting the opponent's defense and send Luis Diaz in one-on-one with a goalkeeper. And, you know, we talk about goal scoring, but imagine a striker, centre forward, coming that deep in a theme half and pick up a ball and drop his shoulder and pinpoint accuracy to his winger, who then ran in and score. Arsenal don't have that.
That's true.
Arsenal don't have that.
I will give you that. But Darwin Núñez is benefiting from playing on a great team.
Yes, he is.
The great team is not great because of Darwin Núñez.
Yes, he is.
Put Darwin Núñez at Arsenal, he's going to struggle because they expect him to score.
Yes.
And he won't score. So he's not. He's not. You said that Arsenal can use. No, they don't need him. That's just an extra Kai Havertz.
No, I disrespect that.
You're right. Kai is actually performing better than Darwin.
No. And here's the reason. And you can make your case regarding, and we know we are getting off tangent, Kai Havertz versus Darwin Núñez. The conversion is probably close, and we can look at the numbers statistically. The work of Darwin Núñez. Kai Havertz doesn't have the intestinal fortitude or the cojones for battle as a Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is a dog, and he makes defenders' life miserable. His problem is converting goals. And I tell you again, yes, he's a striker, but I tell you again, that ability where he drops deeper and connect the wide player, I don't see Kai Havertz doing that.
You are. So that's true, but this is my point. I'm me leave it after this. There's a reason why I will always, because of Bruno, when we rate him. It is easier for a player to play on a team where it's an enjoyable event versus playing on a team where you just know, so you just around beer bugs. Darwin Núñez is enjoying his football right now because he knows he's playing on a team that is high flying. Imagine the weight on your shoulders when you're playing on a team and you just know a couple man on the team where every time I get the ball, you feel the energy in the crowd just drop. Every time something go wrong, the crowd just... That's what Arsenal are going through right now. Liverpool, every time they have the ball, expectations is high. Arsenal is a low expectation. It's easier for a baller to perform for Liverpool. You and me could go for Liverpool right now and give them 1 good minute of playing because the baller will move a certain way. The vibe is a certain way. But when you take that vibe away, it's a different feeling to get up now and go out there and fight. And we saw that from Darwin Núñez last year when they were chasing Man City. And he was missing goals that were needed. And we saw how it affected him. He doesn't have that amnesia quality. And that's why we put that against him. But he fits a role for Liverpool right now. I don't think there's going to be a moment where he have the opportunity to prove us wrong in the Premier League. But I guarantee in the Champions League, it is going to show up. I guarantee we're going to have a moment for Liverpool where Darwin Núñez have to perform and give us something. And we'll see when that happens.
Rebuttal point to that, Darwin Núñez plays on an Uruguay team and he contributes and contributes heavily. You said that he's excelling on a team because, yes, and I agree, because there's excellence around him. A player, Kai Havertz throw for Germany, the man them all have him a play left back. Because sometimes they want to keep him on the field for whatever reason, but he's so, I'm not going to say inefficient with what the role he is. But it's hard to convince, because we understand, so the goal conversion is a big problem. But I will take Darwin Núñez twice on Sunday over Kai Havertz because of his work, his ability to link up the wide players, and his goal conversion at Benfica in the Dutch league was pretty good. Now, granted, Liverpool fans may say otherwise, and Kai Havertz fans may say otherwise. But, it's big week for Liverpool. Liverpool does what they continue to do. But a few final takeaways from the week that was in the English Premier League. I mean,
Liverpool keeps rolling. That's it. Liverpool keeps rolling. But hold on. Dirty, a big point about Dalton. But dirty Aston Villa. Dirty Aston Villa.
Actually, I pulled it up right here.
Yo!
4-1, Crystal Palace defeated Aston Villa in the middle of the week. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Aston Villa. I don't know.
At least they won the FA Cup game today. At least, or this weekend. At least they won the FA Cup. Because if they didn't ever lose, Jesus, team. But Dalton says, Judah, you also have to put into consideration Liverpool fans don't really bash Nunes despite the fact he misses easy chances at times. Yeah, because he work hard. I agree.
I mean, maybe, and so this is one of the, regarding Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace, this is one of the things that for me, with Unai Emery, as excellent or good a manager he is, it's that next level consistency. And yes, it's probably Aston Villa. We don't necessarily expect them to beat everybody every week in and a week out. But come on, it's Crystal Palace. And maybe there's issues with access to players. He's gotten Marcus Rashford and Asensio. But I did not have that one on the bingo card. Ismail Sarr with 2 goals. And Mateta. And by the way, regarding Mateta, big up, rest well Mateta, because Mateta got a kick in his face in the FA Cup.
Probably still sleeping. Too soon. Sorry.
25 stitches, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So rest well Mateta. Wrapping up, and hopefully a speedy recovery for Jean-Philippe Mateta. EPL standing, Liverpool on top as usual, 13 points ahead with a game above Arsenal, a game's advantage above Arsenal, and Southampton 9 points from 27 football games. Imagine that. Cha-cha. 9 points.
You're Southampton. Let's not forget that. You're Southampton.
9 points from 27 football games with a minus 46 goal difference. Cha-cha. Running to championship. La Liga roundup, family. Real Madrid drop a golden opportunity. I think the talk of the town, of course. Real Madrid drop a golden opportunity. Carlo Ancelotti said the team was really poor after the defeat against Real Betis. He said that Kylian Mbappe had a tooth problem in the middle of the week. That's why he subbed him.
He didn't even play him in a cup game, so.
So if Real Madrid continues like this, and of course the absence of Jude Bellingham, that's wrapping up his second
one more game, though. Just one more game, right? So
this is his second of the La Liga ban. He has the first ban. He will serve a ban in the Champions League for yellow card accumulation. but this is the final of his La Liga bond. So he will return on March 9 against Rayo Vallecano. And of course, Barcelona capitalized on the opportunity by butter bruising Real Sociedad 4-0. Barcelona now leads La Liga with 57 points ahead of Atletico Madrid 56, Real Madrid on 54. Real Madrid one win in the last 5 games, family.
And it's the worst run for them to go up against Cholo this Tuesday. Worst time to go up against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. There'll be more turns. There'll be more twists and turns. Barcelona right now is on the uptick. Looking at it, last 5 games plus all wins. And it just ebbs and flows. Real Madrid, they will get healthy. They will get fit again. And we will see how the season done, but it will be must-see TV. Must-see TV coming up. Big up BM, big up Stainless, big up BM. BM says the commentators kept saying how much of a defensive liability Leon Bailey was against Palace. If Bailey is Jamaica's best player, we're in big trouble.
Villa lead at the bottom of the table in La Liga. Ronaldo's own Villa lead, I think. Big up to R9.
But Valencia, can you imagine if Valencia get relegated?
Why not? What can you mean? Can you imagine them lose some more money that reach them?
Well.
Champions League games and sorry we're kicking through the show fast, but Champions League games coming up round of 16 because we have a special guest joining us at 6 p.m. I mean, I really want a special guest come forward and still I go through things. This is me I deal with. PSV versus Arsenal, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. These games are on Tuesday. Paris, Liverpool, PSG versus Liverpool Junior. I think I heard some people say, Liverpool, that I hate for Liverpool. I mean, PSG will not beat Liverpool, right?
Well, yeah, slow down. But that's bad mind. That's a bad mind comment. I am not betting against the Liverpool. Not with PSG. Until PSG prove that they are on Liverpool's level, I will believe it. But if they don't, until they prove that, how about Liverpool fan? PSG is supposed to be fretting.
PSG versus Liverpool on Wednesday. PSG. Wow. 5 games winning streak, family. For PSG heading into this game. Liverpool 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5.
Oh my God. We've seen PSG with even probably 20 game winning streaks coming in a Champions League getting a head kickoff. Come on, man.
No, but all right, I will say this. I will say this regarding this football game. I do expect Liverpool to win this game. This game is on Wednesday at but I will say that Wednesday at 3 p.m. Lucho Enriquez. Be very careful, Liverpool. Be very, very careful with Lucho Enriquez, Luis Enriquez, and Paris Saint-Germain.
Actually, I think time changed too, or is the next week time change?
Yeah, so the next leg is for the time change. Benfica, Barcelona on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich. You're looking forward to that one. Also, Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Must see TV. That I am calling out from my work that I am working from home. I tell them, say, yo, but, I'm going to send the email right now. 3 o'clock, I have an appointment, and I'm away for 2.5 hours.
I hope you're not a government worker. Because that email might end up being the one that get to the short end of the stick.
Dirty Elon. Fire.
Feyenoord versus Inter Milan Wednesday at 12:45 p.m. In the Tuesday games, Club Brugge versus Aston Villa, 12:45. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the Madrid derby, 3 p.m. Bournemouth, Lille versus Borussia Dortmund, and PSV versus Arsenal, 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Junior, any concern here for Arsenal?
Hell yeah, you have concerns for Arsenal. Arsenal have a better chance against a team that they should not beat. This have trap written all over it for Arsenal, and it is, can they survive and reach back at home with at least a draw?
All right. That's it, football family, for our Champions League preview. I mean, the big game, I mean, for me, the ultimate question, Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham. I mean, how does Real Madrid, can you expect Luka Madrid after this weekend's playing such a long time to then subsequently follow up, on Tuesday with another long game because of the absence of Jude? And if Luka cannot carry, Danny Ceballos have to come play some ball.
No, but I don't think though there's a lot of stress on Real Madrid this Tuesday though.
Okay.
Because Cholo is Cholo. He's not going to change. They're not going to come out there and bomb up the field against Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid will be fine if the game draws 0-0. And they will give Real Madrid 100% of the ball. Because they're playing at Bernabeu. His return leg is the big one. So Real Madrid, it will be in their best interest to score earlier often.
Yeah, but I mean, that's City and Madrid. I mean, it's just a throwing store away from one another. Yeah, I don't think Real Madrid, as with a healthy squad, going to the Wanda, play Atletico Madrid, they don't have no problem to go over there go beat them in the second leg. And I know Cholo and Atletico Madrid fans will think otherwise, but Real Madrid is a big side.
It's a big thing. And the rule of thumb, you never bet against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Yeah. When they lose, they lose. You just don't bet against them. So
yeah.
But I'll worry about you, sir.
Now worry about. All right, discussing football family, running through the show pretty quickly now because we want to get ready for an interview discussing a charity game coming up on March 21st. So we're running through the show pretty quickly, and we have a special guest joining us on top of the hour at 6 p.m. 6 minutes actually. MLS Sprint family, run through the week that was weekend action. I think your boy Wilfred Saah made his MLS debut for Charlotte FC as they defeated Atlanta United. All right, fun and joke aside, we should not have lose as in Atlanta to this idiot side, but it is what it is. Congrats to Charlotte. And Wilfred Saah, welcome to the Major League Soccer, Bridget. Junior, over.
I mean, Brendan, you talk about yourself.
All right.
What happened to Mickey?
Don't. Miggy will be fine. Miguel Almiron, just another day at the office. MLS also had more issues this weekend regarding the chants, the slur, that slur. I don't want to repeat it here. At the San Diego versus LA Galaxy game where fans were chanting that homophobic slur being widely attributed to the Mexican fans. Mexican national team have gotten fines in the past. My question to you, Junior, is there any concern? Why the money are run down this name and this chant? Because you cannot stop the crowd. How are you going to control the crowd from stopping this, discontinuing the chant? How?
Do you want us to get political and
we have 5 minutes.
But this is a political thing. It's more than football. We all know the pressure of the chant, and we all know. Remember London Donovan.
And I was at the P chant, right? The P word.
Right.
And not the one with the Jamaicans amuse. It ends with O, I guess.
But the atmosphere is so charged right now, and whether you like it or not, the MLS teams in the South and in the Western United States are heavily South American fan base and heavily Mexican fan base. So naturally, with the way how the rhetoric and the way how the society is right now in the United States, the climate is, it just going to add fuel to that fire with the rhetoric of the Americans versus Mexicans. At this point, I would suggest the MLS to just avoid it. Just leave it alone. It don't make any sense. Just like with the racism, in my opinion, the best way to get rid of racism, and I've been saying this for years, when you have a fire, the best way to out the fire is remove the oxygen, right? Don't give it any oxygen. You can throw water on it, but then if it's an electrical fire, or if you get too out of control, you just wasted water.
You didn't specify. Right? Wood fire.
What kind of wood fire, man? Fire for that. Yo. But that, I mean, just avoid it. Do like they do on TV. When you're watching an NBA game or NFL game, you do notice sometimes you hear a little dip in the sound, right?
Yes.
It's because of cutting out the audio. And news flash for everybody out there. Live TV is not live.
Yeah.
Live TV really is about a 3 to 4 second delay.
What are you saying? Ball chat is not live?
Well, ball chat is live because we own our content and we can cuss somebody if we want and nobody can stop it. But YouTube does have a little damper
in it. Yeah, they do have a delay. Make sure so you know.
Right. And why do they have a delay? Because if you say a certain word and you say a certain thing, they can chop you off before it gets out to the masses, right?
Yeah.
But do the same thing here, so just cut it off for TV. If people want to be at the game and be offended, that come with pay the ticket, man.
Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego FC defeated LA Galaxy 2-0 in their
Never saw that coming.
Huh?
Never saw that coming.
Never saw that coming. First victory now. And we're not really touching more on MLS. That's the MLS sprint. Stay tuned next week for more detailed MLS Major League Soccer analysis. Speaking of MLS Champions Cup coming up this week, Junior, there's a lot of fanfare about CONCACAF Champions Cup, and in particular, CONCACAF the great Cavalier, Rudolph Speed Cavalier will take on the Inter Miami in the CONCACAF Champions League. All right, Champions Cup. As we segue to Yawd Ballers and, after this. But, Junior, there's a lot of excitement, a buzz about Messi and Inter Miami taking on CONCACAF, taking on Cavalier in CONCACAF Champions Cup.
You know why I'm laughing?
I have an idea, but I won't say it.
Well, I'm going to be that guy. You see, we talked about fire a while ago and how you out of fire, you remove the oxygen. I'm going to throw a whole bucket of water for one little stroke matches right now with Jamaica. Listen, everybody is hyping up over this Jamaica Cavalier versus Inter Miami game. I how them are going to send Messi, and Messi are come play a national stadium, and Rudolph Speed. Big up Rudolph Speed, because Rudolph Speed, big up yourself, and the whole GFF family, big up, even though the body hurt sometime. But people will buy them ticket already. I hope to talk to the Cavalier football them, because this is the second leg of the game, right, Benton?
Yes, the first leg is this week in Miami.
If Inter Miami beat Cavalier by more than 3 goals, you're not seeing Messi at Jamaica. Why would Messi play in Jamaica? Think about it. So, all of this hype now about Messi a forward and Messi a this and Messi a that, Tell the Cavalier man they for play good this week, so Messi have to play the following week. So the people can see Messi play ball. Because he is not obligated to play in Jamaica. And if again, let me say it again, and let me say it in pure English for our non-Jamaican listeners out there. If Cavalier lose big time to Inter Miami this week, Messi will not play in the second leg. You will get to see Messi. He will sit on the bench. He will wave because I don't think Messi will give up an opportunity to go to Jamaica, to go to a Caribbean island. He'll be there.
I hope Messi don't go back road.
They ever send Messi a back road. But Benton, you know what me want to do? I want to say Messi play, and me want to say a fan run and try to get Messi autograph. I mean, want to see the security run but that field and reach you.
Looking forward. Kyle, to be fair to Cavalier, Kyle Avery, baller for Cavalier, said, yo, I'm not frightened for star. They respect and recognize Messi's greatness, but ultimately the central job or central focus of Cavalier is the result or trying to advance. Our objective is to advance to the next round.
I'm going to get that salad, man. If I get the first salad. Chat too much, man.
All right. Football family have a special guest joining us. We'll Yawd Ballers segment. We're gonna focus a little bit. Our focus a few minutes on this big major tournament, fundraising tournament, our football match coming up here. The Man in School Hopeton Kelly Memorial Football Match. We have a special guest joining us. Yo, we get the guest on camera.
Yes, I.
Yes, bless up, Sean. Welcome, family.
Man, a pleasure.
And an absolute honor to have you on this side.
Yes. I must apologize. I'm traveling and I had to be on the program, man. It's a great program. And yourself and Junior Culture doing a great job. So, I had to be here. It's a pleasure enjoying the beautiful weather in Miami.
See.
Yes, my brother. Respect. Yeah, man.
So tell me about this tournament coming. I mean, we want to get to first and foremost, big up what the work you guys are doing regarding the Man in School, my alma mater.
Yes.
And secondly, well, I want to win a DaCosta Cup, but talk to me about this tournament and this work.
Big time. And the purpose of the tournament and the proceeds, the purpose of it is of course honoring some past students who represented Mannings at different levels and also providing financial support to the sports program. So it's more than twofold. And as I speak, more on the topic, I will let the people, the listeners and the viewers know exactly what the main purpose of it is and what the event has taken another turn. And I just wanted to highlight that once you give me that opportunity. But it's a great event, and we definitely need a taste of the Costa Cup, Benton. I'm not sure what class year you were. Could you remind me?
94-95.
Okay, 94-95. Well, I'm your super senior. I'm class of 88.
So I guess a man like when you go travel if a grubbing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, it's a pleasure being here, and it's an honor to do this, put together this wonderful event. And I was adopted by the class of 82, who won the historic 19. So the storyline behind it, I'm sure, you gentlemen watched the podcast, and the storyline behind Hopeton Kelly, who was about 12 years old when he lost his life going to play Monroe College in the final. And they were hanging out the window of the bus, playing cat and mouse with the spectator bus. And a light post, was what caused the demise of Hopeton Kelly. His head hit a light post. He lost his life. So it was a tragic event. And this team showed so much resilience that they went on to play Monroe after they grieved the loss of Hopeton Kelly, and they defeated Monroe. So it was an extraordinary feat that they won the Elrond Cup, which was the only cup that they won for many years up to recently when we've been dominant in
Sean, breaking up there. Sean is traveling. He's on the road.
Yes, sorry, it went out, but I'm back.
Yeah. You continue. Continue.
What was the last thing you heard, Benton?
We heard when you were you mentioned the tragedy, the very, very sad tragedy of Hopeton Kelly, and as the subsequent victory in the Elrond Cup of 1978.
Definitely. And for 47 years, the players of that class of 82 carried this burden. And we did the event in 2023. We had the first edition of the Hopeton Kelly Memorial event. And the captain of that under 14 team, Cesar Pringle, which, of course, junior culture, I think is a relative of Cesar Pringle. Based on the root story.
He's not related.
Might take on a different meaning.
Skilla Pringle is a baller.
Not related.
I played football with Junior, and
Skilla
Pringle is a baller. They are not related, family.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yep. So definitely, man. Cesar Pringle ended up passing away suddenly with a heart attack, suffered a heart attack last year. And Hopeton Kelly's mom, who Cesar presented the memorial plaque to Hopeton Kelly's mom, who was my teacher at Unity Primary. So if anybody went to Unity Primary, remember Miss Kelly, she passed away, unfortunately, in December last year. So, we're honoring the life and legacy of Cesar Silla Pringle, who is a former 3-time national champion with the great Reno FC. And we are honoring the life and legacy of Silla this March 22nd at Manning School. And man, this event has taken a turn. We have former presidents of the Jamaica Football Federation who will be coming out. The current president of the Jamaica Football Federation has endorsed the event, and he's making every effort to attend the event, because our event is nestled between the home and away game of the Gold Cup qualifier between the Reggae Boys and St. Vincent. Yeah. And it's nestled right, in between both games. So he's making every effort to be there. We have former national players, famous players, who were integral part of the World Cup 1998 team. Theodore Whitmore will be there, Linval Rudy Dixon, Paul Young, Hector Wright, Lincoln Taft, our own local Donald Jemmy Hewitt, Michael Jim Dandy Graham. They will be partaking in the event. Linval Pala Wilson, one of our great Jamaican players, one of the first set of players who went to Germany to play. So Pala was a great wingback for Reno and a great, great stalwart. So we get in the support of the wider Jamaican community to come out and support this wonderful event, because we're trying to put together a great event. Now it's a triple header, Benton, because the firemen and the police, they want to be involved also. So we're going to have the firemen versus the police. Yeah, man. So we're having the firemen versus the police at 1 p.m. on that day.
So 30 minutes half that, because squad can't run 45.
Yes, 30 minute versus 30 minute. And they have a huge following, because it's a great friendly rivalry. Yeah. And a pure mustering, and it's just a liming event, and people who haven't seen each other for many years. So it's a grand event that we celebrate the life, and not just sadness and solemn affair.
Big up Errol Phillips. Tuning said that he might just check it out. Some good baller mention. Definitely, Errol.
I want to hear a baller.
Yes, man. Yes, Errol. Come through and check it out, man. It's a great event. And then, of course, Manning's Dakota Cup team will play Frome. So, we saw it fitting, because Frome, the year when they won, who was the head coach in 2003 when Frome won, was Bengeleng. Boys at Bengeleng Nicholson.
I was just about to mention Bengeleng.
Yes, was a former teammate of Silla. So we saw it fitting to have Frome play Mannings in that game.
Rest in
It's,
power, Bengeleng. Rest in power.
Rest in power, Bengeleng. So it's a great event, man, and we ask for the support of the wider community. We're gonna put out online ticket sales for who cannot make it, but they can support the event. So we're gonna have the online link soon, within the next week, that we'll be posting that on social media. So that's what the event will be about, and it's endorsed by the school board, the principal, the student body, the wider community of Westmoreland, and of course we have Rena's female women team who will be also assisting us for the event. So we're bringing together different facets of the community at Manning School on March 22nd, starting at 1 p.m.
Come on, is not here. She would love to hear that too, because I know she would have asked about the female side as well. So she'll love to hear that.
Oh, definitely. And yourself and Benton support. We thank you so much for your support, man. And allowing me.
Mannings, we have said the Mannings School, you know. March 22nd. Dakar Cup, Mannings Dakar Cup team versus Froome at 2 p.m. Squaddy versus Fireman versus Police at 1 p.m. And of course, we have an after party later on.
Oh, yes.
Billy Slaughter, Danny Hype, and the entire crew. 1,500 gate admittance, 500 for kids, and 2,000 for VIP. Family, we want to support the thing. So make sure we get all the requested links so we can support this wonderful venture.
Yes. And I must say that, sir. The after party is a Lyman get together, and Billy Slaughter, formerly of Stone Love, have donated his services just to be a part of the event, because he saw that to be a special event. He loved football, and him going like him a baller. So you never know, Billy Slaughter might play some ball. And Richie Stevens is from Westmoreland.
Yes,
Dean Stevens is from Westmoreland. So we're hoping that Richie will be, if he's available and he's in town, he will surely be there. But if he's on tour, then definitely we can't go around that. But Richie, Silla was like a son to Richie. So Richie Stevens, he endorsed the event. Dean Stevens, former lead singer of the famous band Chalice, he will be at the event. Dean Stevens performs Caribbean at the different hotels and at functions. Great singer, great vocalist. Dean will be there to provide entertainment. So it's a day of fun-filled activities, and I will have activities, fun engagement activities throughout the day also. So it's gonna be a grand affair, my brother. And let me ask you this, Benton. Do you know Miss Thompson, who used to teach PE?
Miss Wonderful netball.
All right.
Excellent. Miss Thompson is synonymous with Manning's netball excellence back in the day.
Okay, sir. Well, let me let you in on a secret. That's my mother.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes. Miss Thompson is my mother.
Big up.
So,
She guided myself and a lot of us through.
Yes, definitely. So that's my mother.
Formative years.
Yes, and I live vicariously through her by doing a lot of things, not just entrepreneurial stuff, but charitable things. We do a lot in the community and the wider community, not just Mannings, but wherever there's a need, she drags me in the mud anywhere, because she's very, very active, and she's very vibrant, and she's at GC Foster right now. Yeah. She's the accommodations manager at GC, and she does a lot in all over the country. So, she's involved in the event also. And we lost a great one, Benton, last week, Saturday. Michael Scorcher Whitelock. He passed away suddenly on Saturday last week. And he's a part of the planning committee. Yeah. And we're also mourning, rest in power, Scorcher. And one of the popular fans, the mascot for Mannings, Ronaldo Pegleg Webley. We lost Pegleg. Pegleg is one of the biggest supporters of Mannings. He fell off, he had an accident, fell off a building, and subsequently he passed away. So, the event, we lost a number of soldiers, but we're gonna celebrate their life. So the event I've taken the magnitude of the event has grown so much. Benton. And I can't tell you how much, I appreciate the support. And also I feel so much a part of that class of 82, even though I'm 88. And 88, man, from 1738 to 1988, I think that's 250 years. So our year group had a special, was a special year group. But man, I can't thank you enough for giving me the medium to let people know of what we're doing in Westmoreland.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I want the people that are watching right now and being touched by this message, because is one thing for those who grew up in Jamaica or never get the experience of growing up in Jamaica, especially that played sports in Jamaica.
Yes.
For me, when I played cricket at Woolmans and Arden, there's a camaraderie there in the community where everybody knows everybody. If you're an athlete, so when you go through tragedy, the whole community come together, and that's one of the greatness of our country and our community.
Absolutely.
And we want everybody who's listening this right now. I know Sean, I know you personally, you know me personally, and I would tell everybody, you put my name on this event that you are doing, because I know your quality of work.
Yes.
So the people out there watching right now, if it's even once the links go up, if you can buy 2 tickets for yourself and just say,
correct.
We are buying tickets, man. I'm telling you, man. We must support.
Yeah, man.
Support. Ball Chat family has support the thing, man.
Yep.
Have to support the thing.
And it's 1-1 Coco. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. We have to take it one step at a time. And I think we'll get there. The school have needs. The sports program have needs.
Yes.
The sport program have diminished over the years, and we're trying to get it back to where it was and better. The track program, the cricket, the volleyball, the netball. Yes. Some of them have become almost dormant, and we're trying to get that enthusiasm back. And I think the Costa Cup, if we win the Costa Cup, that will be a catalyst, because sports and education go hand in hand. If you have a successful sports program, it will drive quality students to your institution.
Your recruitment.
And we're calling on the alumni to assist the alumni body worldwide. We have so many successful Manning's past students, blue bloods all over the world who are financially successful professionals. Support us. We have, if transparency is there, we have reliable people. We have people like myself who commit myself year in, year out, day in, day out to help us all. And I must say this quickly before you guys cut me off for talking.
Nah, man, I'm up to you. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. Can't cut off.
I sponsor the at prize giving every year. I sponsor under 14, the MVP, the most valuable student athlete, not just the athlete, but the most valuable student athlete at the under 14 and under 16 level. We give them a plaque, we give them certificate, we give them a financial donation towards their tuition. And there's this particular student that my mother saw, because she represented me most times because of my schedule at the prize giving. This little boy, his mother was killed, his father was shot and in a wheelchair. And this little boy at Manning's, he cooks dinner, he cooks breakfast every morning before he goes to school, find himself to school, comes back home, bathe his father, cook dinner for him, and put him to bed, and come back to school and find time to study, and come back to school the next day. And that touched my heart when she sent me the picture of the young man, looking clean like a whistle, looking proud, and you would never know that this young man is taking care of his father, who is in a wheelchair, and he comes to school every day and does not miss class. Wow. These are some of the stories that we hear. The principal told us that there's over 300 children that come to school hungry. We have an average student body of 1,500, and over 300 students come to school hungry with no lunch. So this is the importance of this event, gentlemen and ladies, everybody who are listening. We're not joking, because Jamaica needs the support, not just Manning's. These stories are told everywhere. you know, and my aunties are dressmaker. I'm going to make a portion of epaulette every September and just give them with the students. You understand? If everybody do a little bit, the country would be so much of a better place.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know, I just had to share that message because it's our heart. It's our heart.
No, Sean,
Nothing else.
Balcha, we ridiculously support community community ventures. We support charity because like you said, football or sports go hand in hand with the community.
Yes.
We supported the St. Kitts hurricane relief effort, raise funds.
Yes.
We supported
Absolutely.
Jamaica relief efforts after Hurricane Beryl. So
Yes.
we know it's a ball chat family are going to rally and support. So once the links
Thank
are
you, man.
available. And,
Yes.
and also, you know, regarding the school year events at the beginning of the school year, if you have things that are going on, send us.
Yeah.
You don't have to always, you're gonna have to come on the show. Just send it to us. We'll
Yeah,
promote
man.
it and get funds and
Yeah.
help to raise
Yeah,
capital
man. Yeah,
and
man. I
investment for the
appreciate
thing.
that. I
Because
appreciate that. And yep, there are other mannings groups that alumni chapters that do a lot of work too. And I must say, big up to the South Florida, the New York chapter. They're the most vibrant ones.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
people are asking me, why not create a chapter in Atlanta? And I never thought of it because I am always just busy doing and not thinking about creating a chapter here. It doesn't have to be me, but somebody could take the lead and do it. But everybody says, Sean, why not do it? You know, and I'm thinking about it. But the New York chapter and the Florida chapter, very vibrant, big them up, big time.
Yeah.
And they've made a lot of difference in doing things back home. But gentlemen, thank you again. I know me I touch a program again before the game. And of course, when I'll get snippets. When I'll get snippets and videos and everything of how everything went, because me I do it professionally, you know, like a real professional international game. So all the protocols of doing an international game, I will be doing it that way. So it's gonna be run really nicely.
And if you have a link while it's running and you want drop it on we stream, we just open the stream and run it. I mean,
all right.
We haven't talked about the technicalities of that, but you know, sometimes data and internet availability is not always the best.
Yeah, man. We're in the process of.
But
speaking to
anything
someone.
we can do to collaborate and enhance and improve the product and improve the efforts, you know, ball chat lock in because that's how we work.
All right. Yeah, man. Big up, you know. Junior,
yeah, but before you left, before you leg yourself,
sir.
you know, why you remind Jamaica?
Yes.
Why Jamaica? Why remind the rest of Jamaicans, especially the Wolmerians, they will laugh off them face. Why Jamaica made it to the 1998 World Cup? Remind them what the important role of Reno FC and Western football, the role of Western football in making that monumental achievement in Jamaican football. Because it gone to the dog from Reno and the Western football drop off. And
yes, Reno is a country team we carry the most proud. Anywhere we go, a Kingston, Tivoli, in a jungle. Reno gets so much respect. When me as a Reno supporter go in a national stadium and we go at bleachers, the town man then clear out space for we. Because then respect and love Mark Agla Wilson.
Mark Agla.
You see me I say, Jim Dandy, Jimmy with the pretty foot.
Pussman, Calvin, Wappy, Valentine.
When the late Wappy drop the ball, drop on Wappy chest. Hey, you know, so Junior Pringle remind me every time this is Junior Pringle or Wappy, you know. When I see I talent, you know, but
all right, stop it now. Stop it.
Stop it.
Wappy was a general.
Yeah. So, you know, rest in peace to Wappy, you know, Mr. Valentine. But Reno was so loved in everywhere in Jamaica that they went because, you know, they played with that fire and they played with pride. The pride of the West. And we're hoping to get the glory days back. Yeah, and they're doing well right now.
Yeah,
in the championship. Yeah. They have a live stream, you know. Every home game, they have a live stream right now that you can watch Reno home game. Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Send me the link.
And you can watch
Sorry, Julia. What do you think? Now, when we were there at Mannings, Big up to Baller King, because Baller, me and Baller, brother, we go Mannings and we play ball. Junior no Baller. We used to leave school at 3 o'clock, go watch arena training. And Hagler, Calvin, Postman, and all them man there. And we as schoolboy, I run down and try to take them boots to carry go at the Landile field when them are training. True. That's how we used to call them man. So when you hear we had the ball chat and I say about Messi and them Maradona, them man they are general, but those were actually our kings because we could touch them.
Heroes.
We touched them. We touched them. We carried their boots.
True.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Errol says, big up in Virgin, Big Bell Dirk from Mannings.
Yeah, man. Dirk, I'm a brother, man. Big up, Errol. Yeah, man. Dirk, I'm a brother. Dirk is always behind the scenes doing a lot. And I must say, kudos to Dirk. DTR Foundation, I must acknowledge them. Garol, Hamilton does great things. Victor Garol. Yeah, man. Garol, I'm a brother, man. Big up,
Garol.
DTR Foundation. And the main sponsors, Stewart's Automotive from Kingston, they are involved in the event. Cermak Auto Superstore. Those are the main presenting sponsors of the event, and they came on board and they're assisting us with quite a bit, regarding the event. And sometimes it doesn't have to be financial sponsorship. It could be water, helping us with Powerade and water because we have to keep everyone hydrated. So it could be lunches. So we have a lot of things, line items that we need assistance with. So one Cocoa, it goes a far way. And we're not asking for money, but anything in kind that can help us to make the event a success, brother. But definitely March 22nd, Manning School, 1 p.m., Fireman versus Police, 2:30, Frome versus Mannings, and the main feature game at 4:30 is the Elran Cup 1978 Manning School, the champions versus the former Jamaica Reggae Boys Invitational. Come out and support the event. We're looking forward to seeing you. Anybody who see me, just say, yo, Sean, we hear the program and Pambala chat, and say we're there for support. And the tickets will be posted, the online link, so you can donate and purchase even one ticket. One ticket will make a difference in one student athlete's life. So that's what we're about. That's what we're trying to do. Honoring the life and legacy of Cecil Silla Pringle.
Bala.
Thank you.
And
thank you,
you
gentlemen.
were back before,
yes, man.
You were back.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man.
My knowledge extensive, Yeah, my knowledge extensive on the ball thing. So anytime we can drop in on the program and we can have a chat.
Yeah, man, but we want to come back before the event still because we need to promote the event. So the 22nd.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to forward back on the 15th.
Okay. On the 15th.
And the 15th again, we need to promote the program and remind the listeners.
No problem. Is it the 15th or the 16th? The Sunday, right?
The Sunday, yes, the 16th.
16th. All right. No problem, boss.
Thank
you very much. Family. My brothers, enough love and respect and manners.
Yeah,
all right.
Respect, Sean.
Bless up. We'll talk here.
Yeah. All right, respect.
Bless up, family.
Yeah.
Hopeton Kelly Memorial Football Match, Saturday, March 22nd. Junior, we excited because we're going to forward and play some ball.
Yeah, well, we're dead about Mannings High School. We're dead. People, make sure that when we get the link, $1,500 for grant for the general admission, $500 for kids, $2,000 for the VIP. Yeah, if everybody were listening and hearing this, if I even buy one VIP ticket, even if you're not there, if I even one VIP ticket.
Yeah, man, we have to
I'll enjoy myself and support it.
And also we have to remember those, the story of Hopeton Kelly.
Hopeton Kelly, yeah. And just to add to a little bit of it, Sean's brother was on that team. And I've spoken to them, but Sean, I say Sean put events together, community events. This is not his first event, and he does a lot of events. And I actually played in one of his events in Atlanta. Play selector versus entertainer.
A 5-minute ball game that then.
No, but I mean with MVP too.
What?
Sean, not
Yo! Hey, big up Walsh Killer, because I know say.
no, watch you never play, but you know what? I was the goalkeeper.
Because I know say that never play, you know.
No, a big goal.
Okay.
Play for the selected team and Dovey, everybody know Dovey back then, artist them did there.
Yeah.
It was a fun, but Sean's brother played on that team as well, and this is part of his therapy. And he would have been on, he might be on the next one, but when him tell you, and when him explain to you what they got through, and when you think about it, a 12-year-old, 13 years old,
Yeah.
you in a bus, and you see somebody head get lick off, and you still find the strength to go out there and play the game, and then 40 years later, it still live with you. So there are so many different angles, and you hear how many people within the Mannings fraternity that has lost their lives through some old age, some whatever. But the community itself ensure the heartbeat of the community. So
Yeah, man.
yo, this is something that every school, I believe, should do. But I don't know. I years would have really live in Jamaica. I don't know if there's still the barbecue or fete and them something, but there was a time where you know look forward to a barbecue, look forward to a fete. Them kind of event, we need them kind of event in the community, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is. The stories need to be told. Tragic as they may be, the story needs to be told, and the telling of those stories hopefully can prevent future tragedies. Learn from them. Hopeton Kelly Memorial Football Match, Saturday, March 22nd. Kicking off at 1 p.m. Squaddy, aka the police, versus the fireman. Junior, 30 minutes ball game that. Yo, them should have the Squaddy versus Scammer.
Hey, wait, you know the fireman them think I win too, because fireman them stay more fit, them have a soldier regiment, you know.
I said Squaddy they are rumbar.
They're rumbar.
Squaddy versus fireman at 1 p.m. Then at 2 p.m. Mannings, the current Manning School, the Manning School, the Costa Cup team versus Frome Technical High School. The man, Sean just said, I remember Bengeleng coach the Costa Cup winning Frome. Imagine Mannings a play ball for so long and and Frome. Big up yourself, Frome, because I'm a family, but Junior, you know what the next words come out of my mouth. So, Mannings School versus Mannings Costa Cup team versus Frome Technical High School Costa Cup team, the current schoolboy football teams. And then the main event at 4 p.m., the 1978 Elron Cup champs, the Mannings trophy winning team, 1978 Elron Cup champ versus former Jamaica Reggae Boys Invitational, Tapper Whitmore, Paul Young. Yo.
Hector Wright.
Hector Wright.
Yo, ball game.
Ball game.
Ball game.
Ball game. Tapper, Hector Wright, ball game. Ball game. Yo, Hagler, don't clean up your man them, you know. No slide tackle. March 22nd, gates open at 1 p.m. family. 1,500 general admission, 500 for kids, 2,000 in VIP. We'll have the links in a few days, hopefully by the end of the week. We'll spread them out, send them out on our social media platform. We want the family support the event. All proceeds from this event will go to support Manning School sports program and Manning School itself, the Manning School. For info, you can call 876-488-1529 or 954-465-3654. Manning School, Beckford Street, Savannah, Westmoreland is the event. Is a location. Reno, Pride of the South, Pride of the West family. Tapa can play ball. You mean BM talk about Tapa can play ball? One team. One team. BM asks if Tapa can play ball.
I mean, if Tapa can still play ball.
Then we don't see Tapa training what they are done people. So, but we're going to continue to push this event, family. And we'll have Sean again on the show on March 15th. Or March 16th, the Sunday. That weekend to promote this event as we continue to support this wonderful event, this fundraising event. So, all Blue Bloods, life without learning is death. All Manning's alumni, roll out, support the thing. Water, even a bag of cheese stick. Junior, you know what is cheese stick?
Yeah, let me take a bag of cheese crunches and slap it in your face.
Even a bag of banana chips. Bar forward and deal with the thing.
Chippies.
Deal with the thing. Support the thing.
Have to be chippies.
Support the thing. We went continuing our Yawd Ballers roundup quickly because Junior, I know you wanted to chime in on the kickoff of the Jamaican women's.
No, you're not gonna set me up like that. Nope.
The Jamaican women's Premier League kicked off this weekend. The results were Fraser Whip defeated Mona 6-0. Real Madrid 3-3 versus Mile Gully. Wi-Fi United 2-2 versus Proven Girls. Las Perfectas dropped a 6-piece meal, dropped 6 on the Federal United. Cavalier drew 2-2 with Arnett Garden. Opening weekend of Jamaican Women's Premier League Junior. Big takeaway for you.
Big takeaway, the effort is good.
All right, it's a work in progress. It's all right. I'll speak. It's a work in progress. Ultimately, there are a lot of things to improve with the league. But you know, we have reached out to Christina and JWPL and trying to get them on the show. But ultimately, we understand, we have to start somewhere. We expect this league to grow, and I'm willing to give this league a chance. Because Fraser Whip, of course, is defending champion, and Fraser's Whip is a defending champion, and it's a gulf between Fraser's Whip and UWI Mona in that game. Games are streamed on Jamaica Women's Premier League YouTube page, so go to the YouTube page. There was a gulf between those two teams, and ultimately for the product to grow, you want to see that gap close throughout the season and through the coming years of the league. And Junior is you're motioning, but you're not saying anything.
I want to be candid, but I also want to be respectful of the players. Not because they're women, but because they are groundbreaking women. They are groundbreaking individuals. It's very difficult to pick up yourself, get up and say you are a professional at anything, right? If you're a professional at something, if this is what you're doing as a job or as a career, you are in the top percentile, whatever percentile of that field, right? So me with my big fat self right now, I'm in no position to criticize any athlete, male or female. So when we have ball chat and we talk about Darwin Núñez can't score a goal, well, Darwin Núñez can play football 5 million times better than me, right? With that being said, we are also consumers of a product. And we cannot be forced to support a product if the product is not good. Sean came on earlier and presented his product that he's spearheading for Mannings in 3 weeks, and talked about the work that he put in, talk about the coming attractions. He didn't say Gulliman from South go and play. He didn't say Miss Macy from the fish market go and play. They're bringing in real professional ex-footballers, Jamaican footballers, because he's putting on a product that the crowd should want to see, right? This Jamaica Women's Premier League, they spent all this time building up this product. And to me, they gave away a good opportunity. What you said earlier, Benton, is exactly what Christina should have said. We have a product here, it's new, we're growing, we want to get better, work with us, give us a chance, right? And I think there's talent there. Watching the games, I think there's talent there. It's raw talent. But for the league to really be successful, and I'm not poo-pooing it, but I'm just speaking what I consider to be reality. For the league to be successful, we have to pass certain benchmarks have to be passed. And let's look at certain leagues. Let's look at leagues. Forget about the money. Forget about the financial part of it. It's a major factor. But let's not talk money right now. Let's just talk league development. How many times we saw the NWSL, the American Women's Soccer League, try to take off? I can remember 3 times that they failed. How many times MLS tried and failed? I can remember 3 times with MLS where they had to rebrand, recreate a product, blah, 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 right? When I look at the game, the very first thing that I would pull back on is fitness. When you watch any form of, I don't care what division, football, fitness is key. The product is dictated by fitness. And I will say to the group chat, I believe they all need to come together under one umbrella and say, 2 months before the season starts, we have a fitness regimen, we have a fitness expectation. And let me just show you this. When I came to America, hundreds of pounds ago, 99, and me want to play football. And I did 1 year of high school and Media, Florida, and I got this high school in the ghetto high school. And them said them have a football team. I'm say, yeah, me want to play football and me want to start football and Ray. And we talked to the guidance counselor, when my mother shot me, just whichever school want to take me. And them said, what can you bring? I'm a football, I'm a soccer player. All right, come. Right? And then said, soccer season start like end of October, but them start trading August. It's all right, cool. And man the coach look at me and say, yo, you don't need any cleats. Just bring out tennis shoes. Some say, what? Say, yeah, just bring out tennis shoes. So, all right, I'm confused. All right, I have my cleats in my bag, but I still walk with the tennis shoes. The coach will put me when we reach and say, yo, they have a conditioning period. The first 6 weeks of the season is conditioning. By rule, in Florida, I think here in Georgia, by rule, you can't have all 3 present together. A coach, the ball, and the team. It has to be 2 of the 3. So if you have a ball, you can't have the coach and the team there. If you have the team, you can't have a coach and a ball there. That's a rule in Georgia, in Florida back then. So then for the first 6 weeks, you have conditioning. And the coach will probably, you know, man, to tell me that. But say, yo, I don't care how you play the sport. If you can't run a mile in 6 minutes, you can't play. So the business, what skill you have? You have to be able to run a mile in 6 minutes. A mile is just 4 times around a 400-meter track, right? If they implement something similar in the Women's Premier League, the game will be a lot better. A lot better. If you have just players that can run a mile in 8 minutes, that's running a 400-meter track in 2 minutes. If you can run the mile 8 times or 4 times around at 2 minutes average, your footballing ability will be a lot better than if you can't. And I think they need to implement something like that, because the game, when I watch a game, the first thing I said to myself was, is the field waterlogged? Why the ball just stuck so? Why the players are just stuck by the field so? So, I don't know. What do you think about that?
So just want to make certain slight maybe corrections or statement, 'cause 3 teams fail in the MLS, right? So you mentioned, okay, so 3 teams fail.
Better the whole league.
The top level, top division. How many times they've attempted to try to get top flight football started in America?
They had to rebrand. How many times they had to rebrand?
Yeah. And of course, the women's top league here in the US have failed a few times. So,
yeah.
I agree. I agree that the product has to get better. It must. It must. It have to. It have to. It have to. I mean, opening weekend. Yeah. I mean, you really have to be very passionate and very committed to supporting women's football to sit through and watch that opening Fraser's Whip versus UWI Mona game. Fraser's Whip team does have a lot of the ballers them on them team, and there might need to be some sort of deliberate parity rule, a deliberate rule with allocating the talent in this league. And the reason why I'm saying this is that for parity, for healthy competition, and for marketing the league, the brand, the product itself, you need to have something that's worth watching. And if there's a gulf between the teams, people now go watch. And it's not going to be beneficial for Fraser's Whip, the best team, because when they won the league the last time and they went on to CONCACAF Championship, they got butter bruised, aka they got fixed up against the better teams. So it's imperative, and then them do the thing in other leagues where they foster competition. They made sure like the lowest ranking team here, get the number 1 draft pick in NBA or whatever they want, So this there has to be some way, some shape or form to make the other teams close the gap between Fraser's Whip, because people want to see competitive and healthy football. It's not just about a women's football thing. They want to see good product. And if you have what we saw yesterday, by the way, you saw the celebration where the number 10 for Fraser's Whip, I think, just fire a machine after she scored a goal, and at her team. It's an orchestrated, a pre-planned celebration. Everybody surrounded her, and some of the players surrounded her, and she does go around and shoot. I'm like a Scarface, me, I watch. But I am willing to give the league a chance, because I know how difficult these ladies. I know how much of a difficulty it is to get to this, to just get the thing started.
Yeah.
And to just be able to play. And it has to start somewhere. So the objective now is to continue to support it. I'll watch the leagues, I'll watch the league games, and any shape or form that Ball Chatter we can support it, we will support it. But ultimately, I think, leadership, the Jamaican Women's Premier League, and also this is another thing, they may want to also open a transfer window, allowing players from other Caribbean countries to come into this league. You have Kyle Avery, who plays in the Jamaican Premier League, who's from Trinidad and Tobago,
and she got hurt.
So you have a player who's in the league from another country?
Yeah, the Trinity girl. She
Oh,
got
there's
hurt.
a Trinity. Okay, so
Yeah, and she got hurt for you. She got a head injury.
okay, so it's already there. So you want to try to recruit some of those, because this league, if done properly, it could be the beacon for other Caribbean players to come in. Better Caribbean players to come in, and it also would help the development of your players. Of course, you have a certain number of Jamaican players, a quota that will be on each team, and then you also bring in a few international players so they can help to grow the product. Because
I just make it a Caribbean league.
well, you see the thing, I don't even know if they have. You could do that, but I don't even know if they have enough teams in other islands that
You don't
that makes a complete league, a Caribbean league.
But then the thing is this though. When you look at both teams, look at UA and Fraser's Whip. I guess the overarching sentiment is Fraser's Whip. They are head and shoulders above everybody else. Yes, some of them players on that team not for play football either. So we don't need more than 6 teams. We don't need more than 4 teams in Jamaica. If you take all these talent and say, let's pull the 4 best groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. I think we're trying to get to a level where you have pride, you have club pride, you have community pride, and blah blah blah. Before you get there, at least build up the game, right? There was an opportunity. I think Fraser's Whip had a girl in the midfield. She was 14.
Mm-hmm.
Had a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old playing, right? I watching it on YouTube was like 90 something people watching it on YouTube. You're going to tell me a player that is 14 will be 15 next year, a player is 17, more likely she's a high school senior or 11th, 12th grader, right? That's the perfect opportunity for scouts to sit down and watch and say, there is somebody I can put at my Division 1 college. But the league have to be at such a standard that it's worthwhile for a scout to watch that video. Then we can say, all right, here's a talent that I can bring in. And if you open that pipeline, now you're going to now have an influx of talent coming into the league. It's going to take time. It's going to take a while to get to where you want to get to, where you have the community pride and this and that. But just bring everybody together, split them up into 4 teams, and you go out there and play some good football. Just play. You call it a league, but it's really a practice game. It's really exhibition. But we call it a league and make it competitive, and winner gets this, second place get that, and make it be competitive, right? Because at the end of the day, you're creating a product that you want people to watch and you want people to support. The support don't have to be financial. The support can be, if I can get 100 people to watch this YouTube channel, if I can get 500 people to subscribe to this YouTube channel, just by them watching the show, is all the support we them need. Ball Chat, right now we at 458. We would love to get to 500 subscribers so we can be monetized. We don't make the money. Just hit the subscribe button right down there, so the button, which one? Down there, so hit the subscribe button. But our product have to be at such a level where that person that is watching it will say, yeah, I like ESPN, but I like these guys as well. Let me subscribe. It's the same thing they have to do with the Women's Premier League. Nobody is sitting down watching those games and saying, what a girl look like Messi. Wow. The girl just chat the girl like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Listen, early one. I understand. Early one. It's week 1. And we're going to give the Jamaican Women's Premier League every opportunity to improve their product. At least I will.
I'm doing it. I'm watching every game.
I'm like, be that guy. Imagine watch Manchester United and then watch Jamaican Women's Premier League. It's rough. It's rough. Wrapping up Yawd Ballers report, family. Referees, family. Jamaican Premier League games were postponed today. No Jamaican Premier League football games. Referees boycotted the football games, are on strike, you know, over unpaid fees. Junior, Dennis Strong, the General Secretary of the JFF, told Sportsmax TV that they are aware of the situation and are working towards a resolution by Monday, March 3rd. There was a number figure in one of these articles. I will try to find it, but it's no longer in this latest version. There was a figure that was quoted as being owed the referees. Allegedly, the referees, $8 million of unpaid referees fees, a debt owed by the Jamaica Professional Football Limited, which oversees the Jamaican Premier League. And also, they have not been paid multiple rounds, allegedly. Junior, talk to me there, because no games in the Jamaican Premier League this round because of this issue as referees withdrew their services. We don't know how long this going to last, by the way.
What do you want to say, Ben? Wasn't games, was it last week? The games were called off because of the Trinidad game, right?
I don't remember.
Remember Jamaica played Trinidad, they've never played the Premier League games that weekend.
No, man, they had games last weekend, I think.
Last weekend,
but I remember the Jamaica did play the friendly game against Trinidad in the two matches, and
they didn't play the Premier League games that weekend. So that means it's just and then for Mr. Chung to come out and say we are aware of the situation that is looking at. But they just never said nothing. Just said no comment. Like, Beta, you pay your light bill and your water bill one day, right?
No comments. No comment.
Because when you pay your bill and them cut it off, we're aware of the situation. You're damn right you're aware of the situation. There is no referee. Somebody want their money. And then his back pay is not even like his one match. Come on, man. Over to you, Ben.
So approximately, this is about, for the non-Jamaican listeners, this is approximately about $54,000 US, right? Thereabout. Junior, we know how difficult it is for to referee football games at Jamaica or anywhere in the world. It's a health hazard. It's a hazardous job because you go in the wrong community to referee a match and you make a wrong call that such men in the stand do not agree with.
Right.
And you're not getting paid? How? And so my question to you now is how are you supposed to trust the professional, the Jamaican, the organizers, the managers of the Jamaican Premier League? How is it possible that you are running a league and not playing the employees, the people who are making sure the league run? How do you make it this far in business? Chris Williams.
And this is the same Chris Williams that came out during, if you remember, during
the Marcel years.
Yeah, and we want to be like the English Premier League. Peter that this should be what it costs, sunk costs. When you look at your balance sheet or your income statement, right? There should be no questions. You pay the groundsman, you pay the emergency staff, talking about the paramedics. Yeah. You pay the referee. It shouldn't be a question. That should be that money is supposed to put on one side and don't touch. So
It does not make no sense. It does not make no sense. It's almost remind me like when I watch Corner League match a yard.
yo, yo, Errol, you read Errol comment. Yo, Errol says Owen Hill should give back the money that he gave to Russian for his performance at the finals last year. Russian was paid more than the winning team. Yo, I remember when that was reported. I was said, yo, why Russian? You remember when Russian was? I was like, why? Not funny past so many levels, brother. They had Jado.
Junior. So I guess we wait and see when games will occur in the Jamaican Premier League.
And we know the games will resume. We know they're going to get a part of the money and promise the rest later. But at some point, we must get better. And you know it's a matter of time before the same thing happened with the girls' team. With the women's league.
Games were held on Tuesday. And how comes Bullhead now make the noise about this? This is something where Bullhead's supposed to be front and center about, aka Mr.
Referee.
Butler, as one of the team owners in the league. This is utter nonsense.
But how does it pay? How does it go? Do they have to? Does the owners pay the referee? How it go?
No, the league is responsible for hiring the referee, according to this article. The league, the Professional Football Limited, the entity responsible for managing the league, they are responsible for this. The referee's withdrawal has left the PFJL scrambling for solutions as the top flight league faces yet another crisis. Sources indicate that the outstanding payments cover multiple rounds of matches, with match officials growing increasingly frustrated over the lack of resolution despite previous assurances. So it's almost like them owe them money from few rounds ago, and them assure them say them are gonna pay them, and they decide to today. So, but again, the question I ask is like, Junior, you run a company, you go do your work at your current employer. Does your employer tell you to wait a few rounds for your money or wait till next payday? How is this possible? What, the league not have no money? And them have all these sponsors them a run out?
That's a loaded statement.
Because remember, again, and I want to emphasize, you said it earlier, no? You said there are certain line items that are high priority. If you don't have referees, you don't have a league. It's like we're at the corner league and I'm gonna tell someone, say, yo, you are running line today. You are running middle.
Yeah. So it is, but then, and we can talk about during COVID. How you remember how Ball Chat, we were on live during COVID, and shows are still on YouTube. You guys can watch it. We were shocked when the Premier League teams were coming out saying how teams might not exist because of the money lost during COVID. Remember how shocked we were?
The English Premier League. It was English Premier.
Yeah,
Premier,
and we're like, how the hell teams are live game by game?
Yeah.
How a multi-million-dollar business, almost billion-dollar business in some teams, are you talking about you don't have enough money to pay your staff? What, we don't have savings?
Yeah.
So when you look at the Jamaican Premier League, and it's not teams that do it, it's one conglomerate sitting up top that is facilitating the league, we can see where, yeah, it can be a struggle, right? But at some point, somebody have to sit down and put pen to paper and say, here is a plan. Here is a 2-year plan. or a 3-year plan. And here is how much it will cost if to run a league currently as is, and we don't bring in no money, right? For the league to function as is, it's going to cost $1 billion for the next 3 years. That is assuming that we don't sell a ticket, we don't sell any merchandise. This is how much it costs. No liquor, nothing. This is how much it costs. No money coming in. Can we sustain this? Yes or no? And then it's incumbent on me now to go out and find that $1 billion. And if I have that $1 billion put on, I know I have a league running for the next 3 years. So for me now, the onus is on me to build profit, right? Find a way to have an inflow of cash coming in, so I can supplement this 1 billion, and then plus can have the league running after. So let me say, how much will it cost to run the league? How much money do I need coming in to have to sustain the league going forward? All right, you need to make $100,000 a year. Surplus. All right, let me try to build that and have the league going. That's how you sustain the league. But I don't know how people sit down and it just feel like a man have a bag of money and say, I'll start a league, and then don't do any accurate research and figure out really what it will cost. And then them get surprised 2-3 years down the road and now of a start cut back on costs, or of a start chipping in this, or of a start sneak this and sneak that. It's very disorganized.
It's just the frustrating thing for me, and the disappointing thing for me also is this. I hate the fact when people do them work, them not get paid.
Yes.
Me hate it like poison, man. It's disrespectful, and it's just downright wicked, as my grandmother would have said. Because again, these people have done the work, and you can't even honor your end of the bargain and pay them what them do for the work them do. And then them do assurance. So when Dennis Strong will come forward tomorrow with again another assurance, Dennis Strong is probably going to work out now a new assurance.
And that is so
Because we don't know,
sad.
so JFF not going to bail them out.
Right. And it's just sad. It's just sad to it'll be one thing if the referees then did negotiate, right? And then we'll get to pay. But wait a minute. Una pay the Women's Premier League my salary plus. We need to go back and renegotiate, right?
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if that was going on, you know.
Yeah.
But them not getting the money, period.
And that idea just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense.
It's mind blowing. Look, the picture that they have up with the female referee. That female referee refereed that game, gave that youth the yellow card, and go after the game and say, my money there. Why are we talking tomorrow? Now?
Yeah. And them have to find them transportation to go at the game. Them have to find food at the game. Them have to, I want it. Or maybe they don't have to. But it's just crazy to me that somebody have people at work and them not get the money.
Yo.
Am I supposed to take you seriously?
I used to pay $9.99 up.
Yo, how did you cost too clot, yeah, man? God, this,
Pay JFF like.
No, man, this is just, it's utter, stupidness this, because it does not make no sense. Jamaican referees, Jamaican Premier League matches postponed as referee withdrew their services over unpaid fees. Again, remind listeners, no Jamaican Premier League update today. Last round of matches took place on February 24th. We're going to update you those results. When the referees worked without getting paid. And that round of matches on February 2nd, Mount Pleasant and Bobbier drew 1-1. Arnett defeated Vere United 2-0. Waterhouse 1-0 over Portmore on the 23rd. Chapelton succumbed to a 2-1 defeat over to Cavalier. Dumbo Holden doing quite well. 3-2 victory over Humble Lions. Harborview and Tivoli drew 2-2. Racing with a 3-2 victory over Mullines. Standing In the Jamaican Premier League, Tapa Whitmore Mount Pleasant continues to lead the league, and Humble Lion down the bottom. Veer United has slipped into the relegation zone. And maybe Veer can use the break. Yo, some club, I think Veer United, this is one of those clubs who probably can use a day off with the postpone. So, big up to the entire Veer United family. They need the time to get right. Sitting down in the 13th spot. Junior, your thoughts? The top 6 teams, Mount Pleasant, Arnett, Mobile United, Cavalier, Portmore, and Waterhouse, sitting in the playoff position, family.
Yeah, I like you say, it's preseason right now, so but I get a nice little preseason run.
Well, it's either top flight league preseason or first division preseason.
Hey, before we cut off the short, I want to big up Isaiah, Big up what's a special big up to Isaiah, who always highlight Yawd Ballers on our stream.
Yeah,
so
man.
big up Isaiah, we tune in later. Big up yourself every time. All those will listen to Yawd Ballers, because Yawd Ballers really is a segment that a lot of our listeners really want more of. So
And
BM says that's why Butler is not complaining. His team needs a break.
what was the VM? I got running and all the. If not, sit on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Conspiracy theory.
Go ahead, Junior. Those are the views that Junior and not Balcha. These are the views that Junior and not Balcha.
Preempted conspiracy theory. I know Veer needed the break, Benton. Cavalier.
Cavaliers need the break.
Screw down speed and company. Tell the referee them, say, yo.
Cavalier need the break.
Because again, Cavalier must leave Miami at least only down one goal. Cannot be down more than 1 goal.
All right.
For Messi to play.
And granted, all right. That aside, and look how big up to flashscore.com for giving wall-to-wall coverage of the Jamaican Premier League. In fact, we need to create a website where we do this for self. Flash Score actually cross out the league, run a line through the date, the postponed games. There's a line through all the postponed dates. But this is not good for the league to know that your pride and joy Cavalier is playing a game on Tuesday, and you have them scheduled for a game on they shouldn't be playing on Thursday. They shouldn't be playing any game this round. They should have gotten a very favorable schedule this round.
Hello, hold on, sir.
Well, granted, now them off, but
yeah, and Real Madrid play yesterday. I'm gonna play Atletico Madrid Tuesday.
yeah, but Real Madrid does get favorable schedule in the sense of they get an early kickoff time. La Liga definitely accommodate them.
No buts.
Inter Miami versus Cavalier, Thursday, March 6, 8 p.m. Chase Stadium in Miami. You know, all Jamaicans roll out, support Cavalier. All Jamaicans roll out, support Cavalier. Return leg. We'll get to the return leg at a later date, but we're going to look forward to Cavalier.
Because if Cavalier get butter bruised in the middle of the stop.
Look forward to see how this Cavalier versus Inter Miami first leg game goes on. And they did, well, I noticed them postpone the Portmore game for March 5th because of the the Inter Miami game, but they didn't postpone the game for the one that was scheduled for today against Tampa Lions. Well, I guess that's too much to ask for.
I tell you, there is something there.
Cavaliers' second leg against Inter Miami is March 13th inside the special office, right?
Yeah.
Special office. Remind listeners we had a special guest on earlier on. Big up Sean Young, part of the organizing committee for the Hopeton Kelly Memorial Football Match, scheduled for Saturday, March 22nd, starting off at 1 p.m. with Squaddy, aka Police, versus Firemen, and Manning's Doncaster Cup versus Froome Doncaster Cup team, Froome Technical High School Doncaster Cup team, kicking off at 2 p.m. The big game feature match is the 1978 Elron Cup champions versus Jamaica Reggae Boys Invitational, Tapa Whitmore, Hector Wright. Who else, Junior? Who else?
Agla,
Paul Young.
Linval Dixon.
Jim Dandy Graham. Stars upon stars. Our Aaron Wild Boy Lawrence. Stars upon stars and stars. Western Power Calvin Valentine. Rest in power. Manning's all proceeds from this game will go towards Manning Sports Department and the Manning School. We're going to have Sean on the show on March 16th. Let's talk about this event again. Admission is $1,500 general admission, $1,500 general admission, and that is 1,500 Jamaican dollars, not US. 500 for kids, 2,000 Jamaican dollars for the VIP section. Wall-to-wall coverage, Junior. Ball chat on top of it.
Make it a family affair. Bring your whole family out there.
Yeah, man. For info, you can call 876-488-1529 or 954-465-3654. Ball chat family, once we get the links for the tickets, we will post them. We will definitely support this event. Ball chat definitely will do their part and support. So we expect the family to jump in and support. Even though we know it's the egg price high. Don't buy the egg. Don't buy the $12 egg. $12 does the egg this week.
Buy a ticket.
And support this event. Beautiful thing that they're doing. Yeah, I hate that, you know. I hate that.
Yo, later.
I hate that.